Hi everybody, tdpoet here with another book shout out. I promise you it's going to be a short one today. I keep trying to make these shout outs less than 5 minutes so that they're bite-sized. You can watch them, decide if you want to read the book and get on with your day. But I get so excited about books that it's kind of hard to keep it short, but we'll do our best. So today I am shouting out Illogical by Emmanuel Acho. I believe that's how you say his last name. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Go ahead and help me with the pronunciation in the comments down below if you'd like. Okay, so Saying Yes to a Life Without Limits. I was immediately drawn to this book, first of all, because the cover is beautiful. I just love the colors. Look, I don't consider myself a shallow person, but if a book's got a great cover, I'm going to pick it up and see what it's all about. You know, that's just the way it is. So some of you might be familiar with Emmanuel Acho from Uncomfortable Conversations with a Black Man. He was also, I believe he did After the Final Rose host of The Bachelor. I'm not sure which season it was, but it was one of the more recent ones. That's the only thing that I was familiar with him from. He's also been an NFL linebacker, and he's a TV broadcaster. So this book basically is about how he defines his life, which is illogical. He gives a very empowering message to throw out logic and dream differently, dream bigger than conventional wisdom often dictates. There are a couple things there's one thing in particular that I just want to throw out there so that you know. I would not call this a Christian book, but he does use a lot of stories to make his point. And many of those stories are stories directly from the Bible. So there is a Noah's Ark story. There's some Bible quotes and verses. If this is something that bothers you, just be aware of that. I didn't think it was super heavy in the book, and I did not think that it took away from what he was trying to get across. However, when it comes to Bible stories, for me, I often view them as purely symbolic and not literal. And so it was a little bit hard for me to kind of get the angle that he was going for in introducing these stories to his point. Basically, the message is to replace the limits that are set for us and which we set for ourselves, and to think outside the box and not be afraid to be somebody who's doing something that nobody else is doing, or to just take a chance that, you know, the voices of logic outside you would be dead against. There is one particular quote in this book that just caught me off guard, and I've actually put it on a post-it note on my wall in front of in back of my computer so that I can see it every single day. And it's, you don't follow your calling because you're qualified. You qualify by following your calling. I just loved that. So I gave this book 4 stars just because, like I said, the Bible references threw me off, only because I wasn't really sure if they applied. You know, yes, we could say that Bible stories are illogical, but he's talking about applying, you know, this idea of doing the illogical thing and thinking outside the box to real life situations. And I don't necessarily view the Bible stories as applicable to necessarily to real life situations. So it gets a little sticky there. But I loved the book. It was really good. It was a really quick read. And there's one other thing. He shares a very intense true story about a victim of the concentration camps. And it has sort of a happy ending, but it was kind of hard to read. You won't forget it, I can tell you that. And it certainly drives home his point. So that I felt was the most powerful story in this book. He also, of course, shares stories from his own personal life, which are really interesting because he's had a really he's had a really exciting road to his career and getting where he is today, to a television broadcaster and NFL linebacker and hosting an episode of The Bachelor. So this was a fun book. I really just love that idea of applying, being illogical to your life, and kind of set a fire beneath me. So maybe it'll do the same for you. So I am TD Poet with a book shout out here from CycADA Personal Metamorphosis. That is www.cycada.squarespace.com. If you're looking for me, you can just / TD Poet on that. You'll get a link to all kinds of stuff that I do. And just poke around the site, because we offer a lot. We've got a lot coming, and we're here to help you transform your life. So thanks for dropping by to watch this video, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.